Hi everyone, this is Jim with JP Reacts, where you come to hear a former candidate talk about what politicians are saying and what they mean by it. Today we're going to talk about a video from one of President Trump's rallies. But before I even get into that today, obviously I'm recording this on Wednesday. We just had the horrific events at the Capitol today. It's unexcusable what is going on down there. From what last I saw, there's been a bunch of arrests and bunches of people got sent to the hospital, including at least one police officer, and one woman got shot. I can't imagine what was going through these people's heads on what they hope to accomplish by going to the Capitol today and breaking in. They weren't going to accomplish anything. And the fact of the matter is, President Trump and his allies in Congress encouraged this and made it happen. They need to be held to account after this is all settled down. What that means or what that looks like, I don't know. But at the very least, this can't be left as just normal run-of-the-mill politics. It definitely is not. So hopefully everybody else that's defending the Capitol and the people that work in the Capitol are all okay, and everybody's feeling better about it now. They can continue on the count for the Electoral College certification, which was happening at the time. As far as I understand it, all the members of Congress and Senate were fine, including Vice President Pence and Speaker Pelosi and Minority Leader Schumer. Also in the news today, both Georgia runoff election results came through, and both races were won by the Democrat. So that means that we're going to have a Democrat-controlled Senate, House, and presidency. So hopefully some things can get done to get the country righted in this case. But we're going to be talking today about one of President Trump's rallies. Looks like a Kimberly Guilfoyle is the person speaking. We're going to go through what she said and what she means by it. Hopefully you can get something out of it after we're done. So we'll get started right after this. Okay, so let's jump right into this. Looks like a stump speech from this Kimberly, and we'll see what she has to say.
Well, good morning, D.C., and good morning, America. How do we feel this morning, and how much do we love President Trump? Here's the best news. Look at all of us out here, God-loving, freedom-loving, liberty-loving patriots that will not let them steal this election.
Okay, we're just a few moments in, but I wanted to make sure I address it. There was no stealing of the election. Obviously, we've covered that in multiple videos. It's been all certified, checked, everything's been investigated, there's nothing going on. Notwithstanding President Trump's call to the Secretary of State of Georgia this last weekend. Her implication of freedom-loving, liberty-loving, all that stuff, the implication of that is the other side isn't, which you want to make sure when people say they say stuff like this in public, you want to make sure that you know what the implication of what they're saying means. And by saying that the people that are at that rally and are supporting her are the people that are freedom-loving and liberty-loving types of people, by implication means that the other people are not. So let's continue.
President Trump has been the most transformative, impactful president this incredible country has ever seen. He is a great patriot that has fought for the America First policies, for the American dream, for you and your families. Thank you, President Trump.
Okay, transformative president. Yeah, he has transformed the government. Hasn't exactly been for the better. We've lost a lot of expertise in all the government agencies, especially in the national security area. So he has been transformative, but not in the positive way that I think she's trying to mention here. We've lost a lot of good people in the government and have turned it. We've lost a lot of experts, so hopefully that will bounce back with the new president coming up.
And we will continue to hold the line across this incredible country because we finally had a president in the White House that knows what it means to put America first, a president that understands what it means to have open schools, not open borders, who restored the greatness of the American military, who stands for veterans, who stands for law enforcement and the American family.
Okay, so there was, when she says restore the military, I'm not really sure what she's referring to because the military was still top-notch under the previous administration, so I'm not really sure about that. The American First attitude has really put our allies in a tough spot. And by retreating from the world, we have put ourselves in a tough spot, and we have not allowed. I mentioned this in the video with about national security with President-elect Biden. We really have retreated from the world and has put ourselves at risk by not having the strong alliances to help us move forward. Veterans aren't being treated any better. They're actually getting worse treatment than they were under President Obama. So hopefully. We can continue to work on that and move that forward.
He is the president that humiliated the Democratic machine in 2016 and turned the swamp upside down, and he will continue to fight for that dream. He will continue to save America. We will continue to stand for President Trump, stand with him and for this country. We will not allow the liberals and the Democrats to steal our dream or steal our elections.
Nothing was stolen from nothing.
No president has fought harder than President Trump and his incredible family, and it's been an honor to stand and fight alongside them. And we have a president that understands what it means to stand for the Second Amendment, for your rights, for the Constitution, to stand for life.
So again, by implication, not standing for the people that aren't supporters of President Trump don't stand for the Second Amendment, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Is she saying that they don't stand for life, like they're trying to kill people? I don't really understand what she means by that also. So you gotta, again, look at the implication of what she's saying, especially what politicians are saying versus what the opposite would mean. So if they're saying somebody is for something, does that mean the other side is against it? Not necessarily, right? It could just mean that they're both for it or they're both against it. In this case, the rhetoric here is slightly confusing, and I'm not really sure why she's yelling when she has a microphone, but I highly doubt if you would ask somebody like this, so does like the Democrats, or in her case, I think she referred to them as liberals, support death? Is that what she's talking about? Like they want everybody to die? I'm not really sure where she's going with that. So I have a feeling it is revolving around the history of abortion in the country, but it's not 100% clear by the rest of her statements that wrap that up that that's exactly what she's talking about.
And it gives me great pleasure to be able to stand and fight throughout this country with one of the greatest Americans I have the pleasure to know, and that is Donald Trump Jr., the president's son. Let's give him a warm welcome, and let's show the president when he comes how much we love him. God bless America. God bless our president. And ladies and gentlemen, the best is yet to come.
Okay, so that wraps up this video. She's really again, the point of this is not to pick on her and her yelling and whatnot into the microphone. The point of this is trying to figure out exactly what she means by what she's saying to her crowd, right? So she started off talking about liberty and freedom, and then life and building up American First and all those types of items that she brought up, and the implication being the opposite, right? If her crowd is in favor of that, she's saying that the other group aren't. And most of the time the other group regardless of which party it isn't as it's not as a dichotomy, right? Where it's one versus the other. It's usually somewhere in between. And when you're talking through a lot of these things, it's hard to find out exactly what the in between is just by people talking, just in rallies of people talking through this. President Trump has a lot of things he's done with the country. He has transformed the government. I would say for the worst, since we lost a lot of expertise and a lot of hardworking people that were civil servants. And he's had a lot of people that were convicted of crimes from his campaign and from the White House. So his big campaign of draining the swamp didn't really work out. It seemed like he brought worse people to the swamp, so to speak. So hopefully you gain something out of this. I know I'm trying a new format now where they're going to be a little bit shorter videos to try to get a few more out more often. If you like that, please like this video and hopefully you gain some information added from what they were talking about. And if you didn't, then obviously dislike the video. But either way, comment below. Tell me what you think was the biggest thing that Trump changed about the government, either good or bad, and why you think that. But until I see you around the internet, you have a great day and stay safe. Bye.